Hey everyone, Jake here with NFT Plazas at Outer Edge, LA. Amazing convention. Obviously, one of the biggest and brightest ones here. And there are also a lot of cool industries gaming, sports. And that brings me to my buddy here, Jonathan.
Hey.
Um, Tell us a little bit about Mythic Games and what you're working on.
Yes, I'm Jonathan. I'm Jonathan Goodwin. I run all things Web3 and community for NFL Rivals, which is the first blockchain-enabled mobile game fully licensed from the NFL and the NFL Players Association. And it's being built by the team at Mythical Games. And the game is slated to come out in the next few months, later this year.
Wow, that's awesome. Can you talk a little bit about how you play the game, the mechanics, or just anything that someone that is an NFL fan would be really excited for about this game?
Oh, absolutely. With NFL Rivals, we're recreating the general manager experience. So you can, exactly, and that's where the blockchain comes in. So we create these player cards that represent, all positions on the field, or I guess 9v9. So we have to condense like some defensive line stuff and offensive line. But it's 9v9, it's arcade style, very fast paced. You get a game over in like 4 or 5 minutes. But yeah, you collect player cards and you build your lineup. And where the blockchain comes in is you can buy, sell, trade these player cards on the blockchain, just as if you're running your own team, your own franchise, and it's on the open market.
That's awesome. So, for example, like how many Tom Brady cards are there? How many Justin Herbert cards are there, right? Like what's going to be the supply and demand of some of these, more notable, NFL players?
That's a very good question, and I don't really have the answer exactly yet. There'll be a few thousand of each player at least, because we're anticipating this is going to be a big mass market game. The way we're obscuring blockchain complexity in the background, we're working with one of the best IPs in the world. The NFL has been such an amazing partner, as has the PA, and working with these superstar athletes. All of them are amazing that we've had the chance to work with. So yeah, there will be at least a few thousand of each. So you can really build your dream team, whether you're playing to win or you're playing for your heart, get your team or your favorite players. And the game launches later this year, so we're anticipating this is like a game that millions of people want to play. I'm not a huge mobile gamer, but like I find myself like, whoa, I look down and like look up and like, whoa, it's the sun went down. But yeah, you'll be able to trade amazing players and build your lineup. So.
Okay, awesome. How does this compare to fantasy football?
It's a little like fantasy, but it's not in the same sense where you're tracking every single week. So every season, we kind of create a power rating score for all the athletes in the league. It's a lot of work. They're like, I think it's like almost 2,000 players. Huh. So I don't envy the game design team that has to sit there and figure out like, okay, how good was this player at ball handling this year? Looking at all the stats. But yeah, build a composite power rating, and then that's kind of locked in for the season for that collection. And then people can like really speculate on like, who's the best quarterback, and you can kind of optimize. You can dig in the stats and optimize, like if you want the faster quarterback or you want the quarterback that's better at passing. You can dig in the stats and kind of speculate on like who's going to be the right fit for my lineup.
Awesome. Well, you heard it here first, guys. NFT Plazas, NFL Rivals. Seems like it's going to be pretty big. Anything NFL, I go crazy. Fantasy, all these guys. I think it's going to go crazy. It's, I think it's. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Fantastic. I can't wait for you to see the trailers that we've been cooking up with some of the players.
Oh, wow.
It's tons of fun.
Are they funny?
Oh yeah. At the Super Bowl, we were kind of like in the background doing some content shooting with some players like Jamal Williams, David Montgomery, Jalen Waddle, Kirk Cousins. I'm trying to think who else. Derwin James, Austin Eckler, like some really like just amazing people. Michael Pittman Jr. And holy cow, these guys got so excited. Like when their eyes lit up and said, "Oh, that's me on the field." I threw the ball for Kirk's case. So everyone else was like, I caught the ball and I'm running. They were thrilled. And then when they got to see their car, they're just like, oh, wow, this is on the blockchain? I was like, yeah. And eventually people are going to be trading that around. So
it's funny. It's like the blockchain is almost an afterthought. It's
just exactly.
A good video game.
It's just
game.
And I think that's what we're about. We just want to build good games that happen to use blockchain. That's all it takes.
Cool. You heard it here first, guys. Thank you so much, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, no worries.